Hello, guys. Well, this is it. This is what people don't see. This is what people don't see. And I've tried my best all night to keep things going. I don't really have any options available to me right now because um, I know that I either just have to sit and wait this out. Um, I got a washing machine coming tomorrow, which obviously my washing machine has been a massive part of putting the pressure on my body. So anyway, I've got a big domed pillow behind me at the moment, and I thought while I get up to drink my coffee, I would try to show you as best as I can the challenges that I've been facing all this time and what it was that led me to go to A&E in the first place, that led to all these people coming around me and taking my kids off of me and having to listen to people in court discussing who they think I am, what they think I'm about, and then even worse, having to listen to people who have come in and out of my life while I have been either out begging to find some form of help, and everyone's opinions and everybody's perceptions of what they think is going on. So this is it. This is it. I now have to move, which means if you push your hands up, it puts pressure in your neck. If I just sit forward, now, okay, so if I just try and sit forward, it's in here, okay? So any EDSers want to help me out, you can, because at the end of the day, I don't know what's going on. I still, to this day, don't know how to fix or deal with my neck. I have asked chiropractors. Chiropractors will not touch me without an MRI scan. I have asked the hospitals. I've been in through normal referrals and I've been in through emergency, and they do the normal MRI scan and nothing is there. The specialists are telling everybody who are non-specialists to upright MRI scan people like me. We don't have one here, so they can't do that. So I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't. And then I'm also scared because then obviously I've got a lot to do today. Like, even today is our day out. Today is the day that we just go out and we just go out and do things. And it's Saturday and it's family day. And these are the days that I need people in my life that know that they're going to maybe out. I've got to try and move out. Shit. I could do all of these things that make it easier. What I could really do is people believe me. And that's all I need. Just people who are in my immediate circle who believe me. And that's it. So even to move, like I actually can't move my head. And this is the problem now, because when you're having to wait for an appointment, so I could, even if I went into A&E like this now, one, I got a tumble washing machine coming tomorrow as well. And it's like, even if my mum did say to me, yes, Kelly, go, and they made me stay overnight, I couldn't because I've got my washing machine coming. And it's like, I haven't finished this house yet, ready for someone to be able to come into my house and just carry things on as normal. And it's like, it's my children's fathers I've needed so much to believe me. They're more bothered about Kelly getting down and giving a blowjob or why I'm not doing it than what's going on with me. my mum is too bothered about when I was 19 going in with this exact same thing. This is what it was. It was the doctors that said it was a conversion disorder. It was the doctors that said I was faking it. Well, I'm still here, 42 years later, still faking it. I'm faking this. I'm a fake ass. I'm faking it. I'm faking the pain. I'm faking the gruffy in my voice. I'm going to go and turn for my coffee now. Can you see how easy it is for me to go and fake getting my coffee right now? Ow. Oh my. Ow. Oh, I'm faking it. And it does. It scares me. And the thing is I don't have anyone who understands the trauma that I'm going through. And all they'll do is just point the fingers and go, ah, yeah, well, here we go. So really, okay, she wasn't faking it. It was true. So now, like in the court case that went from 5 months of battering me, that EDS was the easiest condition to claim to have, and my kids didn't have EDS, who have been diagnosed with EDS since being adopted, and then telling me that EDS is the easiest condition. Then telling me that I'm so sick that I couldn't be a mum to my kids, and it's like I can't be asked with it. I'm so tired. I am battling euthanasia. My children are my lifesavers. They have always been my lifesaver. When the pain gets so severe, when it gets so bad, when people are not listening, it's my kids that keep me going. Liam always kept me going. Liam was always the reason that I kept going. I took an overdose when he was about 6 months old. People didn't believe me. I'd gone into hospital with my neck, and everyone kept telling me that I was lying and there was nothing wrong. And eventually, I just took an overdose and ended up in hospital, and that caused more and more and more problems with my family because people just think the drama and they take on these belief systems. But nobody's ever taken the time to unravel it all and go, damn, that woman has been telling the truth the whole time. She's been struggling in horrendous pain, and we've ignored her. We've left her in this pain. And sometimes she's managed to get up to A&E. Sometimes the nurses have been really good. I didn't have these problems when I was raising Liam and Daniel because I had Graham. And even though we were divorced, he never questioned me. It's always been other people who've done the damage to me, though. And it's like, I don't want this to affect me. I don't want this to change me. I don't want this to make me so damn scared that I can't fully function in society. But it's starting to do that. It was hard enough coming off Downing Street into a home without all four of my children, being in another life, another world, different man, all different people, different city. Oh, just trying to put my coffee down, it hurts so much. And it's like, I've now got to deal with this until it eases up, or I do get that intervention. Yeah, which one did you choose? Oh, can we not have a film? Can we have a film? No, we're watching Fireman Sam, are we? Okie dokie. Oh, I was hoping for a bit of an Easter film. Have we not got a hop or anything like that? No? But the thing is, even if I went to A&E, what can they really do? leave me sitting in a bed with a morphine drip up and then just drugging me on pain relief. So what do you do? I just want a chiropractor. I do. I just want a chiropractor. But again, it's money and time. So I have a feeling this is it now, because once my neck goes, all the discs down my back start going. And I've got these two wonderful little baby boys. Do you know what I mean? And this is why it makes me so nervous. This is why I get so upset about it all and scared. You know, people see me as somebody who's, you know, like even at the hospital yesterday, and I told him straight, you know, do this again, ignore my children again, and I'll just, you know, we just go to court. And people don't like to hear it. People don't. They don't want to be told that you are going to hold them accountable, and they will bully you to make you think that you are wrong. And I've seen it happen to me so many times now. And I'm sitting here at 42 going, hang on a minute, I'm seeing patterns here. I'm seeing patterns in how people are. Like, even Elijah on the park yesterday. And the boys, the kids were a little bit older than him. Elijah's 4. And, you know, you're dealing with boys that are growing up a bit more, that probably still do want their superpowers and don't have their superpowers. And when Elijah's going, you know, I've got superpowers, they're belittling him. They're putting him down. And it's like, my son has to understand that that's not his problem. That's them boys' problem. And it's really, really difficult. And I'm listening to teenagers at the moment that don't know themselves. Ow, ow, ow. They don't know them. They don't know themselves. They don't know themselves, and I'm listening to how they're dealing with their friends at school, and how they're dealing with sexual relationships, and it really is about having that conviction in yourself where you know you're right. And I was watching again NCSI last night, and there was a bit on there where this dog had mauled one of the naval officers, and the crime investigator woman was not willing to believe that the dog was just a murderer, and she decided to go into it and investigate further to get to the bottom of what was going on. And it turned out actually that the dogs were defending each other and actually attacked because they'd been attacked. And everything isn't as people think it is, but it's all about how you deal with it in your own way. And looking back over 42 years and seeing how the fact that people didn't believe me, how it changed who I was, how it changed how I dealt with people, how it changed what decisions I made. And I'm not 19 anymore. I'm not 19. And what they did to me when I was 19 and as a mother, because of this, what I'm dealing with now, has changed my entire life. Because, you know, I went to A&E in an ambulance. My nan took my son, drove him to my mum. You know, my mum and my nan came around and helped my kids. And people, the doctors turned around and said she's obviously just stressed. They tried to use, you know, my sexual abuse against me, saying that my body had just given out. And the worst thing was because everybody then was trying to say it was all psychological. And then I got put in Ridgewood. Osgood is a mental health hospital in Frimley. I was only 19. I had a little baby. It's a young mum, new relationship. And then I've got all the army people saying to my husband at the time, oh, she's mental, she's crazy, she's mad, she is, get rid of her. And then I've got neighbours talking and gossiping, and then my family all seeing it as this negative thing. And then me dealing with it while in this padded unit, which wasn't even painted or decorated. It was just like a building that was plastered and neutral, and we had like this entrance room that you went in, and the bedrooms weren't even like hospital wards. And we next to the bedroom you had the locked in rooms right next to the Wayne. And because I was breastfeeding and I had a baby, they let me have a side room. I think my mum might have paid for it, I don't know. But like, I remember talking to my friend Belinda about it recently, about what it was like going in and seeing me in this place. She said, Kelly, drugged out your head, darling. She said, I came in to see you in the hospital and you were just zombied out on a bed. And they just drugged you out your head. She said, I can't come back to see you again. She said it was horrible to see. So then I'm laying there being drugged out my head, having to go and stand in a queue where people are injuring my head because they're pulling my head back and making me open my mouth and check. And if I winced in pain, I was lying. So I had to hide, play ping pong, talk to people. Lots of different people in there, lots of different perspectives. I remember every single person in there. Yeah, I was 19. I remember the old woman walking around asking for a sickie. I remember a young woman in there with eating disorders. And I remember a young kid in there. But I will never, ever, ever, ever forget the lad who was in there. And he had contracted ME, not ME, the MRSA, and got depressed. And he had gone into a room and they had given him electric shocks on his head. And he was so monged, but he said all he could see was the name that was on it after. It was mine. And he kicked the machine and smashed the machine up because he had already had this done and he didn't want them doing it to me. I managed to get out on Christmas Eve. I begged James, please, please, please get me out of here. And then after that, I just tried to battle alone. And then the only time people have ever given a damn about me as an individual is when I've been pregnant. They'll do the checks over you because it's on record that you have EDS. And obviously, I have never carried children full time. That alone has been an inconvenience to people. It's been drama. It's made me a nuisance and just a general pain in the neck. Even now, I know that there's chance that my mum's watching this thinking, shit, she might have to move her appointments around because can she really come and pick up the boys and have them for a couple of hours and drop them back knowing that I'm in this situation? Yes, they could. Yes, they could. Yes, they would do this. Every single family member of mine will watch these lives and go, oh dear. And not one of them, not one of them will go, this, she needs to get in. One, she needs pain management. I cannot get myself pain management unless I want to go to street drugs. I could probably get tramadol off the street from anyone right now. Probably, I could probably go and find any drug dependent person and probably get pain relief off people. And when I first got here, I was forced to do that, and I did. I had to get tramadol off the streets. You know, people have known cannabis has been the way that I'd coped all the way previously, and it's like, what do you do? So today, all I know is my boys are going to see my mum today at about 2. I'm going to attempt to get into A&E and out as quick as I can. Or just get on here until knowing full well it's going to get worse. So at some point, it's just going to collapse me or paralyse me. And just have to keep going and keep going on this house until eventually I can show someone around this house and where everything is and what you do and where the boys' stuff is. That someone could be in this house while I go and sort this out. The anxiety and stress gets to me too much. And it does. It gets to me too much. And I shouldn't have to be like this. The only thing that gives me some form of peace of mind at the moment is that my mum is here. And my mum didn't let Elijah go into foster care last time. She didn't. She didn't. She took him. But they all let Aaron and Faith go. Hey! The energy's changing in my home now, and I need to be aware that I've got 2 little boys at the bottom of my feet watching Fireman Sam. What are you playing, guys? You got your card table as well. Ow. 2 seconds. Ow. 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 Just going to sit up a minute, 2 seconds. Ow. This should be standard though. This is what annoys me. When you're diagnosed with something, all avenues should be covered. And then they've annoyed me because they've gone and done the same to the boys again yesterday. And then what annoys me is then I get even more emotional. So now I've got to go back to these meetings again and explain why I have EDS and the boys have hypermobile. My mum has EDS, all my other kids have EDS, but these 2 boys have been told that it's hypermobile. With the fact that they've now ignored the boys' needs, ignored what they're going through. I have been given, so I've been given a physio plan on a piece of paper. So then a mother has to go off and do physio with her children. But this is not good enough. Now, I have registered, and I am learning. I haven't started my formal studies now, but I've looked through it. And I will be doing it to get this personal training because, you know, if somebody just gives you a leaflet and tells you to get on with it, it's a way of life, and it's not like that. And my boys should be with an actual physio, and I don't mean, you know, we go in and wait until it's an accident. Like I've already, as you know, already been in for my neck. The problem is when I went to that meeting, I was able to turn my head because it wasn't injured at the time. And this is the problem. So, but even if... Yes, darling. Go on then. Come on, me. Oh, dude, can I give it a miss today? Come here. You really need me to come with you? Yeah. Okay. I'll do this just to show you. Oh. Come on. It's pulling. I'm hoping today. Yes, dude. I'm hoping today it starts easing off. But the problem is, I still... Oh, hang on. I need the other phone because the internet's on it. Oh, have you put your car in jail? Cool. It's a shame you can't see the rest of my body moving because you would understand how much I'm not moving. He's in jail, is he? Let me look. Is it the kids? Yeah, you can say that. So, just... Hang on 2 seconds, I'm just helping Elijah. Oh, I painted my bathroom the other day, by the way.
What is this?
So I painted it grey. Elijah, you're going to have to give me a hand. Oh, see, it's things like this now, and it really does hurt my neck having to do it. And I could just... Oh, just careful. And I could really just do with Dean and my family all just getting it and just understanding and believing me for a start. Elijah, turn around or I can't do it. Come on, because my fingers are all numb and everything. And this is just my neck. Elijah, come on, you're going to have to help yourself here. This is just my neck. This is not the discs in my back. This is not my knees. This is not my hips. Come on. This is not my hips. This is not, ow, my toes or anything else. Like at the moment, like my fingers don't even crawl in at the moment. And if you might see that all my veins are up, which means like all the swelling and everything is up. And I have always...
Can you get the poo out of it?
It's not. It's the thingy-majig. So yeah, it is getting harder for me. It's getting worse. But at the end of the day, it doesn't mean that my children grow up to be my carers, and it doesn't mean that I'm an abuser, you know. And my children will go through this, and it won't be as bad because they're boys, so they won't... Turn around, please. So they won't have all of the maternity issues that I have as a woman. Elijah, please, it's hurting me. You have to help me here. You have to help yourself here. No, Elijah, please, put your arm in. As well as dealing with putting their stuff in, we're dealing with their body. Yeah, but not while you're not dressed. Need to push this in. So, I don't know how much longer I'm going to have to suffer. And then the thing is I will then rest because I've got nobody here. So Dean's not here. I haven't got any social visits as far as I am aware. But they will all come around me after this because they're all annoyed with me for saying that I was still taking it to court. People don't like hearing someone saying they're taking to court, but I have no way of not doing this now because I need to... Elijah, I need to get up. Come on.
Can I have some milk?
Yeah, just wait. I need to get up. You know, oh, shit. And the worst thing is as well, is it's all in my spine. I mean, I would definitely, I don't know. It's either all the bruising's gone into spasming, like the physio says. So I have a physio that says it's all the muscles contracting and it's all spasming. I've had another one with an MRI that's come up that shows that my disc slipped. I've had another doctor turn around and say it is the Chiari, and the reason that it hurts the way it is because the spine is having to try and take all that space. But I don't have eyes in the back of my neck. I don't have that. It takes for the equipment to have a look inside my neck and work out what the heck is going on. And without that, there is nothing I can do. And without having the correct support system around me as a mother, you know, I am screwed. And without having, like, just 2 seconds, dude. Oh, okay. What's happened to Fireman Sam? Is he stuck as well?
Yeah.
Can you just slip it into my hand? Pass me the bottle. Well, I need you to pass me the bottle. And then this is why I get upset.
I'm not fussy. What?
You just asked me to make you some milk. Okay, don't let me make you some milk then. Because then people sort of say, well, how are you managing? How are you coping? Well, I've been dealing with this for so long now But the thing is that what annoys me is it kills every relationship I have ever been in.
I knew my mom.
Because people don't know what to believe. And when you've got your own mother telling people you're faking it, when you've got doctors telling you you're faking it, you know, there's only the doctor, Nevis, I think it was, in Belfast, and Professor Bird, the only people who, ow, 2 seconds, because I'm trying to put milk. Now, there are times that I wouldn't, just 2 seconds, I wouldn't be able to pour that milk. And at the end of the day, you know, you all want to see Kelly on the streets running around, but even you people didn't care. But I was sleeping on Downing Street and I asked somebody if I could sit in the tent and they had a go at me, and it was like, hang on people, you're asking me to be out here sleeping on the streets when my body is the way that it is. So yeah, I'm at that point now that I just want to get away from people. I just want to find somebody that cares. So I don't know, I think I'm going to go to London. I think I'm just going to go to Hartley Street. And if I'm going to be protesting anyone, it's them. But it's like, you know, it's begging for fees. Like, even if I could get to this clinic now, it's £350 for a 40-minute meeting. For me to explain everything, taking as many pieces of paper that I can. And then it will be £300 for every meeting after that. And then it's £1,500 for each individual scan. And then it's the readings of the scan. And all in all, I'll be looking at nearly 150,000. So then it's down to fundraising, and I've tried all of this, and then people have a go and go, it's about money, and then you get trolled, and then you get crap. So then what do? Take your life? Because that's all I'm left with now. And keep battling, keep fighting, keep pushing, keep trying to explain to people, or just accept it and live silently yet again, struggling. But then I've got a son who's struggling, having to do so silently with people not understanding. Oh, that was better speaking, wasn't it? Well done you. Say that again. Oh.
Pig on your phone.
Yeah.
Budding film.
Yeah, okay, 2 seconds. Because actually, you might not be able to. Because just in case Mummy does go to the hospital, I need to keep some credit on my phone. See, this is worrying me as well. What if all of a sudden all my internet goes and then I do end up at the hospital and then they don't believe me and I end up getting sectioned again? And it's like, oh, damned if I do, damned if I don't. And then if I do commit suicide, everyone would then just say, well, you know, look what she's done to them kids. And it's like, how much pain do I have to go through? Oh, it's because it was so windy. So yeah, so today I've got to get on with... I will do, darling. Like, even he just wants a tent. I just want to lay, rest, take some bloody medication, get the pain down. Get the evidence. Get the evidence. That's what it's about. I will do the tent after my coffee. I'm not doing a tent right now. We've got Nanny Day today. You can see Nanny later. Yes, I will do without the whinging. I can't take it. You're giving me a headache. Yep, it's fine. I will take all this and redo it in a minute. Right, I'm going to go before he starts shouting at me and then I end up just getting stressed. So